Welcome to BTBS. Today we will take a look at overview of project install OKD 3.11 on KVM. This is action item. We already done the first two items. First, install Visual Studio and Ansible test environment. So we already done both of them. The next, we will take a look at architecture of this project. The next, Ansible Basic. I know probably you guys already know what is Ansible, how to use it, but I'm gonna give you basic stuff of Ansible. So give you what is Ansible, why Ansible, and how to use it at the hook at Playbook, and what is the best practice when you try to develop role. And the next, Ansible rules. In this project, we will create a bunch of roles and I will give you what we need and what kind of role we will implement it. The first, KVM related. So inside that role, we will implement install KVM, config KVM. The next, the deploy basic image on KVM. We will use Cloud Init, so we will deploy images on KVM, then we will use it for OKD VM. The next, operate for KVM features. So attach storage to VM, clone VM from basic image, and attach network, start, stop, tear down VMs. However, we will only implement the first two items, and after this project, we can implement the others because in this project, we only need first two features. The next, copy SSH ID to new node. For using Ansible Playbook, we need to copy SSH, the public key, to the new node. However, I already implement that role and I already publish it as a Galaxy role. So let you know how to use that playbook and role. Generate Ansible host file. Our object at the end is installation of OKD. For that, we need to create Ansible host file for OKD. Then we can install. The next, the OKD prerequisite. When we install OKD, we need to set it up some prerequisite like a Docker storage, and I'm gonna answer prerequisite using Ansible role, and we will create Ansible playbook. Kernel virtual machine. It is KVM. The KVM is full virtualization solution for Linux on 86 hardware containing virtualization extension, which means there is no Windows version. KVM project become 10 years, which means it's mature enough to use it. This is preview of Ansible Playbook Structure 1. So there is Ansible Playbook deploy OKD on KVM. It is root directory. Inside that directory, we have playbook, rule, and var. The playbook has dispatcher.yaml file. I'm gonna explain next time what is dispatcher and how use it. And KVM, as I told you, we need KVM install and config. It is for that. Ansible controller. This is for future plan. In my case, I normally use Ansible controller VM. I don't install anything on my host. However, when we develop this project, we will install helper packages like DNS, NFS. We will install it on the host. However, at the end, I'm gonna use Ansible controller VM. I'm gonna explain it in detail in architecture chapter. OKD. OKD have 4 different YAML file. As you see, the first, create vms.yaml file. So it help create VMs for OKD, master, infra, app, and LB, the load balancer. And operate vms.yaml file, it is for start, stop, tear down. The next is main.yaml file. So main YAML file have floor. The last one is install okd.yaml. Why I separated this YAML file from main YAML file? Because sometimes we already have VMs and I just want to install OKD. In this case, we can just call that specific playbook. And there are roles, and we will implement all roles and make it Galaxy rules at the end. And there is bar. So we need variable for this Ansible playbook, and we will use it all file to set it up for Ansible Galaxy rules. This is structure 2. For this project, I'm gonna use jkit.sh file as a CLI. So like a jkit deploy OKD, then it will install everything from the scratch. Requirement.yaml file. As I told you, we will make whole rules as a Galaxy rule. So this requirement.yaml file will contain whole Galaxy rules. And then we will download it from internet using this YAML file. And README, definitely we need README file to explain how to use this repository. Ansible.cfg file is configuration file for Ansible. So we will set up very basic stuff on this Ansible configuration file like remote user, escalation, log file path. This is the Ansible role names. This role name can be changed, but this is my initial idea for the naming. The first, provider-related rules. Ansible role KVM provider OKD. It is for KVM installation and configuration. The Ansible role KVM deploy cloud init VM. It is for deploy the base image. The Ansible role KVM operate is clone VM add storage. Helper roles. We need generate host file and interim DNS masquerade. Both are depending on provider. So I created two different specific role. Ansible role KVM generated host OKD and Ansible role KVM interim DNS masquerade OKD. An OKD related role, Ansible role OKD prerequisite. With this role, we will meet the requirement for installing OKD. Existing role. I already told you I implemented copy public ID to new node. So this rule is already published as Galaxy rule. So I'm gonna use it. Ansible rule OCPSS HID copy. Execute CLI, then name jkit. At the moment, I will use Bash Shell CLI. However, future plan is using Go Cobra. That's it. Next time, we will take a look at architecture. See you next time. Thank you.